I swear, it was inevitable because I did not stream last night's stream, which went on for a lot longer than I was expecting. Started off with Mega and everything, and then went on to Super Final out of nowhere as I was drunk and tired. I didn't go to bed until sometime after 4 AM, but yes, I was here as I was saying in the interlude. I've had some access removed for the events features for YouTube, meaning that the links in YouTube descriptions don't work. And apparently there's a limit to how many videos you can upload. I don't know what the limit is, but it happened sometime after I uploaded 5 shorts in one day. So even though that was a recommendation by some people that I know, like Nord and Pyro, I did that, and I got, well, that could have been the reason for it, or the swearing, and I don't know which one it was. What I do currently know as of right now is that I do need to fight the 3rd gym. I am, however, in the realm of 108 is my only option. Oh yeah, the mic thing, yeah, it did do that. But I am also wanting to level the rest of the team so that I'm not having one team member solve both the rest like a normal playthrough as a kid would occur. So let's just get through this bit quite quickly, just so we can get Fatima back in her gym. Let's see how well our 2014 does. Because yes, if you noticed, apart from Chatot the Chatot, the Pokemon that we have, their nicknames are a year or number that is significant to them. So, you know, 2014, because that was when pachirisu did really well in VGC. Spiritomb is 108 because 108 souls and 108 special defense, 108 defense. And I chose 2000 for Rotom because technology. If I was going to go really funny, I would have gone the year 3000, honestly. I kept it to 2000. Because we're not even close to year 3000. Although it's a bit mad when you think about it, that no one alive today, with what we know, is going to be alive in the year 3000. That's dark. But you know, that we already knew. It's dark, but we kind of figured that out, because at no point have we attempted to actively figure out any form of time travel, or like ways to be frozen and still be alive at that point in time. Because I'm not saying that that part doesn't exist, so people try and go in cryopod. People did try that, and then forgot what happens if the company runs out of funding, and it has to shut down the machines that they were in cryostasis for that long, because it's not like the movies, where somehow it just keeps on going for like one. Now, surprisingly, power is actually needed to keep these things going, and if the company cannot afford it, they're gonna shut them off. Oh, Mischievous. You are a traitor to the Single Sage Club. Because Mischievous wasn't here for 2 generations. Only to then get an evolution in this generation. There's quite a few traitors in this game. So we'll see how many we run into. Because by 4 generations, with how many evolutions we had, it was inevitable. Which, okay, yes, outside of the narrative, a lot of them did actually need an evolution to become a lot better. Because if other Pokemon got better, or just new Pokemon were really good, that they had to try and like keep up and all. But you look at the list of all of the ones even from Gen 1 that were single stage, and then just compare that to now and how many are not. That list is like really did decide to decrease. I've already hit myself twice in a row with confusion. I haven't even had a chance to hit with 108. There we go. And I'm pretty sure on the list, none of the Pokemon that would be available from Gen 1 that are still like single stage are available in this playthrough because they all got shifted over to Hot Sun Silver. Which I know, yeah, makes more sense. Does limit my options though. I mean, we can still get 4 team 6. It's gonna take quite a bit to get that 4 team of 6, you know? But we shall get there. I'll try and summon. Hold on a minute. Yeah, no, okay, they really did right. Oh, right, yeah, okay. With the limitations, having no links to external sources, there's no hamper things a bit in that, you know, if I had a Patreon, which I kind of do, and a code just are there fun? But it doesn't mean I can't link to them at all. It's just like, oh, here is the page. But no, I can't even put the link in, even though it's just text. It the system actually recognizes it as a link, and like, oh, you shall stop it. So I mentioned in the description on the YouTube stream is that, oh, I do stream on Twitch. Not hard to find me, it's the same name. So I'm surprised the Driftwood has not gotten anything. And that's not on the most like relevant Gen 4. But the amount of ideas you could do for a third form are amazing. I mean, okay, it's a hot air balloon. Yes. But you know how much you could do with that? How much you could expand it to get a third form? Unless they're terrified of giving an Eviolite to Drifblim. When Drifblim was already semi-banned, or at least one server was. In comparative back in the day. but I can't remember what the exact moveset was. But it was like a moveset that was later on used for Mini Diamond Shining Pearl, Flint, Rift Flynn. It's insane. Mackenzie, that was a lot longer than it should really be spelled out. Yeah, like, yes, I guess I should mention the point of limiting the swearing, because originally it was just me not trying to use certain words to get Nord Stream demonetized. Yeah, that did recently potentially happen, and I will take the blame for that one. But if it's a contributing factor as to why I've lost some features, but I don't know if that's the case. I know that YouTube's not the biggest fan on swearing, so I will limit it if necessary. Because this is going back to, it was only a few years ago when it was like, if you swear within the first 15 seconds of a video, even once out of like an 8-minute video, you will still demonetize the video. Mainly because ProZD did like a test on it, waited 15 seconds, then swore, and then did a follow-up video saying, oh wait, hang on, that one was demonetized. Even though he followed the rules. Because yes, the YouTube system is not the most perfect thing in the world. Especially when there are times when it does not tell you. Because I had to remove a VODS because supposedly there was some stuff in it that was a bit controversial, I think the word was. And unfortunately, because of how old it was, I could not keep it. And even when I tried to ask him like where it was, because it was a similar situation to RT Game, but because he's got millions of subs, he's gonna have that information, and I do not. Because often YouTube won't just have that information and not feel the need to share it. You could say that what I'm doing right now is really hypocritical in that I said that I was not entirely gonna swear, but then also still criticize YouTube's actions. How are you supposed to get in their good book if you're still criticizing? That's just how life is. I mean, yeah, I can acknowledge the good stuff, and that it's created a lot of careers. That means that people actually had a voice in certain areas. I will give them that. But it's like that. You can't not just say nice things to them and only, because then they'll get angry. I understand that they have all the power and everything, but you have to accept criticism. You can't just throw money at the problem or be like, we have so much money we don't need to hear your opinions, be silenced. That's not how it should work, and somehow the world kind of is like that in some areas. I don't want it to be, is what it is. But yes, going back to the swearing thing, I can limit it, absolutely. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's why me being British, and it's like I'm not Scottish or Irish or Australian, because those three nationalities, they can swear a lot more often than I normally would be. How did you know I was going to use a physical move? Yeah, that's not going to do much, because gasoline, for being a big ball of gas, does not have much in the way of physical attack. But I think Ulta does either, even though it literally grows a pair of hands. I've noticed a common pan in this gym of mischievous Trick Bloom and Gas. I'm wondering if those happen to be the mons that the gym leader uses. Just a theory. You know, it's not like I've played this enough times to potentially remember. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm just really being a bit anal about something. It's only because I'm having to use screen capture to get the footage we're still seeing right now on Platinum, because I did try to use game capture and it works great for Steam games and GBA games. It does not want to work well with the zooming. I do not know if it's just because of the particular software at all, but for whatever reason I try to use it and it lags behind. So screen capture it is. Hold on. I'm having to actually put a towel underneath my thighs. Dude, how much I expect them to find? I know it's not the best. But there is enough to annoy me. I'm thinking is one on is leather, and leather in heat. Not the best. So yes, I'm still drinking my energy mix. I definitely didn't have one every single day. During my 10-day work week, which is the reason as to why I disappeared for a while. But I didn't even upload any videos in the meantime either to keep it occupied. I didn't upload anything until after everything was finished. Like, okay, it was fine. I think it was the most shows I had uploaded in a day potentially, but I want to know. Maybe tight. But you know, the shorts, most of the majority of them did get over 1,000 views, which for my channel is quite good. I do plan to likely make more, and I know based on the ones that do well, combining Pokemon and Soulsborne, it's just a really good combination. How am I faster than a Haunter? That seems improbable. I guess I can go for Curse. Ah, that was so close, you... Purple, indigo thing that I don't know if VODS still has the same eyes as Voltorb. Don't know that. I genuinely don't know if that theory ever kept on holding like any merit after a while. it wasn't prevalent, I'll give it that. But it could just be summed up as it's Gen 1. They considered how many ideas they moved over to Gen 2 or just scrapped entirely. It's no wonder that at some point you're gonna have similarities. Like the amount of Pokemon in Gen 1 that just share the same pride. Over the years, I don't think they ever made an attempt really to change some of them, to make them unique. I do not know if they actively look like Caterpie and Goldie, if they still share the same voice clip or soundbite. Personally, like I say, I would just get it changed. Both of them. I'm not saying it hasn't happened that, you know, you can get one creature to sound like another. But normally that would be an addition, not its whole thing. Because, yeah, some creatures do that for, like, to capture prey, knowing what sounds they like. I understand that part, but most of the time that doesn't equate to Pokemon at all. Normally that would be in the form of a move or an ability, not just the cry itself being insane. $30 and $28. That's not good. The HP is nice. But I think we are very quickly getting up to the part when 2014 cannot learn any more moves. Currently we have another electric type on the team. There's a ghost, but the ghost part's not really there. Yeah, exactly. And because even though this is platinum, I do not have the key item available to transform Rotom into its alternate appliance. And even if I could, I think it's not accessible until the post game. And the types did not change until Gen 5. So they're just all still electric and ghosts. And then what also I'm not big fan of is that in Black and White 2, you cannot get Rotom in the game, I'm pretty sure, until the post game. You can't even get the appliances in the main story. And I have not figured out a way to start off with like Rotom Wash or Black and White 2 playthrough. We are learning Ominous Wind. Essentially the special ghost version of Ancient Power. Which one is higher? I don't remember, because I don't get to see the sounds of my Pokemon in this stream. Okay, they're equal at 92. Do I even need it though? Because that is good for getting quick priority in. And Faint Attack doesn't miss at all. I feel like I'm not gonna need it because they hit this for the same types. I don't need Ominous Wind really. Okay, it's higher by 1. But as I say, cannot miss. With how much Anatime I supply about everywhere. Here's an inevitability. Should just been the life, so heck. Make sure that it'll still work. Especially if someone's wanting to use that soundboard, which no one ever wants to for some reason. Right there. Clear as day.
Surprise, motherfucker!
I'll wind it down there. There we go. Watch out. Right, let's just go into this fight. If there are no more trainers left to go. Where even is it? Aha! The star. No, that's a hot lab. I don't feel like in terms of gym types, Ghost is not as common as you think. Because, okay, it didn't appear until Morty in Gen 2, but then it wasn't used again until Gen 4, and it wasn't 5, because it's just used on like 4. Yeah, it wasn't the first, and the third. Okay, 6. I don't think it was used at all, and then there was a Ghost trial, which I guess is part of the gym leaders, and then Gen 8, but then Gen 9, I can't remember which one it was, but it's just not, it seems like it'd be one of those, but it's just always prevalent. There's just never enough ghosts. I want to say it and ice are just among the least common types in general. Yes, there are so many ideas for anything leading to a ghost, but part of me wants to say that fans already took a lot of the good ideas. That's why they don't use them. Okay, 108 is fucking sweeping house. And then we get the reason for the betrayal. How dare you, Miss Magius? How are you going to say it? Is it Miss Magius? Miss Magius? Miss Magius? I want to say the 3D Pokédex is like Miss Magius. Miss Magius. I don't understand what he's trying to go for. I mean, I like the design. I like the shiny. The names definitely are confusing one. I like Miss Magus. I can understand all pronunciations for and all. Okay, we've hit ourselves in confusion again. That's very new. And that did a lot. Yeah, we've hit ourselves twice in confusion. Is that not 1 in 4 chance of that happening? It's roughly. And it's not 50%. And yet it feels like it. Magical leaf. Are you just throwing everything to the wall, or are you trying to make it so that Shadow Ball can hit? For a KO. You do not have the better defenses for physical, shall we say? Let us try something, unless you are going to annoyingly heal. And the Mid-Magic is down! Thanks to Shadow Sneak. I knew you could do it. I can't high-five you, but I can give you a thumbs up. As all of the 108 souls congratulate me. And themselves. See? Fucking clicking so large. It just comes so natural to me that I have to stop myself to say flipping. Because anytime I say it, in my mind, I immediately think of that Superman clip where he's just goes, oh come on, it's like flipping Luthor. Because you know, he doesn't swear. Actually, has there ever been a Superman that did swear? Ever? I feel like he would be the one to refuse it. We know Spider-Man has, obviously. But I really do feel like Superman would be the one to be so high up on the piece sort of thing. Just be trying to be respectful at all times, not swear. Alright, so after that, let's put 2,000 up front. Oh, to use the Fighting White where you can move items around easier. I think that all the reason as to why Fighting White is so good, because so many quality of life features are just snuck in. That you go back to the ones from before and you get so used to them. And it's like, Gen 1's like, oh my god, there is nothing. Oh, I thought there was going to be something a bit different. Really? I have nothing? I can give you an orange berry. And why? Okay, what is this building? It reminds me of a church. If there is supposed to be music, I have none. I'm not even joking. I don't know what music is meant to play in there, but nothing. Does remind me of a church. Or at least a building from Anor Londo. And I'm pretty sure we can not go down here. Ever. Yet, because that doesn't work, it's only the middle bit. Not until we go the entire way round. Are we able to go around there? But hey, we have the 4th gym coming up, and with how far we are able to go, can get a new team member. Potentially 3. Because I'm looking at my options, we have 4 left, and we can get 1 quite a bit south of the city that has the 4th gym badge, and the other 2 are in the city beyond that. So we shall see what we can get. Then at that point, we'll be able to stop using pachirisu. Pachirisu is honestly just a master right now. If I could just have pachirisu play the Pikachu role, I literally just have him be on my shoulder, that would be great. But then it comes to the point where I'm going to look up like how big pachirisu is supposed to be and the size. One for 4 weighing 8.6 pounds. Why is that in kg? Ah, 4 kilos. Yeah, I can definitely carry that. I don't know about all the time. Oh, no. The rate's too high. Lower it down to 5,000. Just, I don't know what happened with the stream last night, but it did not want to go high. I was too strong to even notice a thing. I'm gonna have to sit with the volume being as it is right now. I was trying to mess with it because I thought it was potentially too quiet on the stream. As of right now, I'm not fiddling with it unless anyone's wanting to say anything. In typical fashion, I don't see anyone doing that. But the rival will always, no matter who it is, start with the flyer. And was that just a conscious decision that the design programs decided to do? It was like every rival pretty much just starts with their flyer. I don't know if Silver does or does not. Blue definitely does. May, I don't know, but it's definitely between 1 and 4 are guarantees. Yeah, that's Rotom being able to do quite a lot of damage. But oh my god, is it? I don't know if saying god like that is a blasphemy for YouTube. It's probably you don't know. Find on a thin line that you don't know how thin the line is. Oh, Rosalia. I mean, I do have a cherub, so I will see how well this goes. Knowing that cherub is also just going to be replaced. And yeah, I don't have the proper mic for this to work with. It does do quite a lot of damage. Maybe on the DNs it would actually work rather than just being being a little off. Ah, the fiery horse. One of two fire types in original Gen 4. Yeah, I don't think they thought that through. Two fire types and also make a fire type specialist. At least they didn't try to make a dragon specialist, realizing, oh wait, it's just Johto. We don't have enough Pokemon to look like dragons that haven't already been used over and over again. I can love Gen 4. It does create that issue of because of how many Pokemon they were wanting to save for Hard Gold and Soul Silver, and that they could not use absolutely all of them. They really were hampered with how many options there were. It's not the only game to ever do this, because, you know, there's always going to be limits. Certain others. Like Gen 5. Yeah, there's like 150 plus. But also there's like only 3 lines of ice types that are not legendaries, like Kieran. Or even the forms of Kieran. You know what I mean. And I'm pretty sure they're all pure ice as well, because I'm thinking of like Beartic, Vanillux. I think there's one more that I can't name. It does just happen, and that's why you sort of use multiple generations to get Team 6. I mean, even if we do go back to Gen 1, ice types were also lacking, because you had Jinx, and then Lapras, and Dugong were literally the same time, just quite different, and then Cloyster was in the same boat. Okay, you had Articuno, but for a team playthrough like this, it's not great. So it's limited options, and they come very late. Because, well, clearly they knew they wanted to keep ice types to the end game, which is where you don't see any until much later. And even though Jinx is only through a trade, it still takes a bit to get to that in the first place. You do need a good also rod to be able to get a proper through the trade. That's quite far into the game. It's no different in this game with Glaceon being locked away until they're no point sitting. Okay, yeah, thematically I can understand why they did that, but it would have been cool if if they signified that by having a special Glaceon that appears there. Or if you can wait it out, or you just want to swap one out for Glaceon you already have and like find a way to or just introduce the Ice Stone early on, and that would be like, okay, so you got yourself a Glaceon, a Leafeon, so now I can give you an Ice Stone, so that if you get breed for another Eevee, then you can evolve that one into Glaceon. That would be cool. Does that somewhat feel a bit too fangamey and of like Infinite Fusion and It quests? Yeah, but Pokemon's done similar. You do this quest, I'll give you this stone. What I'm saying is that just make the Ice Stone exist way further than Gen 8, or at least 7. But I'm pretty sure even in 7, the ice stone that was made specifically just Sancho and Vulpix in such a way that it could not be used for EV, even though EV is readily available in that game. So your options are still every other option that isn't Glaceon as an option. Yeah. So that small forest bit where that mossy rock exists. So you can get Glaceon there, but not a Leafeon. And then the rest of stones. Or happiness, and oh yeah, speaking of evolutions, an Eevee is right there. Yeah, especially when around the same place that you can catch an Eevee through SOS chaining, you can get either an Umbreon or an Espeon. Yeah, they really just did not want you to have a Glaceon, or it was too special. One or the other, really. And then Gen 9, I'm like, it's open world, so yeah, you can absolutely just get one. Not really a problem there. I don't know the Legends ZA, because still haven't played it. I'm not joking. Based on violence, the furthest I've gone. Part of me wants to say Winds and Waves would change it. And even that's the requirement getting a Switch. Switch 2, and I have the regular Switch, and yeah, the battery on it is fucking shit. And also there is just straight no turn off. You put it into sleep mode or something, and you cannot just turn off the console. I don't know why. If the PSP and the DS and the PS 3DS, if all of those handheld consoles allow you to fully turn off the console, why can't the Switch? Pretty sure even the Wii U had possibilities to turn itself off completely. And that also had shit battery life. Compare that to the DS, had like an amazing battery life. And also mine still it has occasional cases where it does not acknowledge any like cartridges in it. But apart from that, it's great. Hi. It's been a while, hasn't it? How have you been, mate? Same. At least one thing that most humans have in common, you know. Currently at the moment, I feel like I'm hanging on by a thread. The thread is slowly getting larger, but as of right now, it's about spinning my finger right now. Yeah, how are you enjoying the British summer right now? Well, I don't have that line in this room. Wait, what? What did you do? Was it like you individually? Not only they would have provided a reason, they can't just say you're gone. We don't like you. Wait, what? One down proof of Mime Jr. completely blocked out from anything, not just itself. I didn't know that. Really? Only 2 years? I wouldn't know. It's I can't say. Hang on. The closest I can say I've ever been to fired is when I was essentially let go from the agency that I was working, or when I was working at the warehouse, because it was in between the like 2nd and 3rd years of uni, and I was already gonna end up like quitting the next week. So I'd just get a call shortly before work and be like, "Yeah, we don't need you anymore." It's like I was wanting a few more days of pay. How dare you cut me short? But also at the same time, leading up to that, there were quite a few days when they sent me home at like 3 PM because there was no work to be done. I kind of wish I had that at the place I work at now. Because where I work at now, it's like you are working until that ends. Until the shift ends, you do not get to go home early just because there's nothing to do. Because there's always something to do. Like waiting around and being bored. I guess there's that and working like 3 days at a place early in the morning and then not getting paid for those 3 days, which is nice. And then because it was 0 hours contract, 0 hours, like yeah, they were not gonna call me back. Yeah, no, often I do this before it. It was just a long trek of struggling to get a job in the first place. And you're not trying your damn hard not to be fine, especially with how many people have already likely lost their jobs this year. I don't know if the rate was high, but definitely within it. Oh, you can do that all you want. Ain't gonna bloody block. I mean, to be absolutely fair, the job I do now, I know it's not the best in the world. Maybe minimum wage, but it is allowing me to live in the apartment that I'm in right now. So that is something. Essentially, what I am doing is that I'm slowly creeping up to the American dream. Really ironic. With Britain and everything. And trying to actually do the American dream in America is nearly impossible. I don't know how they messed that one up. It's just a layup right there. I was like, no, we're gonna have other people do it. Why is it these jobbers just do not want to? Why do they only ever want to find me so early in the morning and then would just refuse to talk to me? It's like with the officers in this game, they only fight you at night. Yeah, this weird stone tower, even though I don't know how that's a tower. Will only activate by using the underground and talking to 30 people. Luckily, you can just use 2 different DSs to go back and forth. But you have to do all that just so you can catch 1 spirit. I can't remember if it can breed or not. But that's why I started with a spiritomb right at the start of the game, because I've never used it because of this really bad method. I know they're trying some new stuff in Gen 4, especially the honey trees. That doesn't mean it was a good one. I mean, okay, the amount to improve stuff like that later on, you know, you don't need to do like this obscure thing to get a Pokemon, or have it so it's a really like special version of it, especially like those hidden grottos in Black to White 2. They were done better, even if it's like 1% chance for something every like 100 or so steps or something like that. Okay, I will agree. That isn't fun. And did I even get the fight? Oh, must. And how was when I get here? The Gausia. Do I save that? No, I mean... My candies, yes. I took 3 steps on a bike and I got a cannon. Where do you... I thought it was the other way around, but they're really weird. One already has levitating. That wouldn't make any sense. We are getting up to the ranch, so we are seeing the horses around here. There's not a place that is just for the ranches, like in Gen 7. I know it's white, so they weren't going to do as much. They're just farmers. Is all we have for horses? Just only because that all we had. Because Mud didn't come until later. Well, the giraffe. No, giraffe is not really the same thing. It's a giraffe. Not exactly the same. Will Tropius be able to learn that? And also, yeah, in this game, Billwing is not TM51. Wait, Barry, I don't remember you ever being here at all. Like, you are moons. I don't remember you being here at all. I can only assume that because it's not a fight here, that I couldn't remember it. Let's get some berries. Heal the mons, get some healing items, and go in that tower. It's not as creepy as the old chateau. That is like 2nd place for me for creepiness. Number 3 would have to be the haunted house from Black to White 2 in that like desert town. And then potentially 4 is either the condominium or something from Gen 6 with like George goes like, oh my, you're not the one. Then who is? I super repelled, yeah. Yes! The most cost-effective item. I'm good thing I have the ant on me. I highly recommend it, you know. My mind is trying to remember where I got the amulet from, actually. I want to say I got it in a nearby cave underneath the cycling road. I don't know if that's actually true, but I will say I haven't. Well, unless it's in other games. You can look it up online and Wikipedia where you get in this game. It's still easier than evidently green, because I think for that you need to catch 30 Pokemon. And then 50 for the experience share. Which, okay, cool, that is the gotta catch them all aspect. But not everyone's gonna do that. I felt like other time they did drop it. Well, they definitely dropped it so that it's now in C. Completing the national decks. I don't know in terms of challenges for stuff like the caps. I guess in this one, kind of, but it's only the case of it, how would you even miss it? Never like you have to go up the stairs that aren't even part of the main story, or like main pathway. To potentially see if there is someone that could give you the item or not. Ooh, 5 888. Yeah, let's move you all the way up the top. That was fast. Yeah, there was no like free bang slot for this, so I can't put important stuff in it. At least it's infinite. I was just say music of the Eternal Forest. Yeah. Sorry. Really sorry on that one. Mothim! Well, I'm glad to see you here, because I really do like a moth. Same as the gen form bug. So it's not going to have anything, even though it could actually have another evolution. Like, are we saying that's out of the realm, even though it's low enough to get one? But we do need a few more good Free Sage bugs. There just aren't any. Either they don't evolve at all, so they end up not really needing to. Or I guess in Cypher's case, get an evolution that doesn't increase the chatot. Weird, it's the only one to have that characteristic about it. You know, any kind of bug get like a free siege line. I get, okay, the whole point of it not have just the one where it is. Well, I need a bit of a character to be honest. I may have to look up how expensive all those are. I wouldn't mind knowing. And be like, can you see how many clicks you can get from just doing certain one positions? And then being like your entire body is just what you can do. I mean, you just feel really disturbed by that. Or to just have a case of why is it that my legs can just get cramped for no reason. It's really funny that you're saying that. You're saying that I'm no ghost, and yet I was using a ghost type Pokemon for that. Oh no, the stone. I'm pretty sure the only use of that is to have Happiny evolve into Chansey or Chansey into Blissey. I won't say it's Happiny into Chansey, and that's it. All it does. The fact that it only evolves that one Pokemon, it just seems a bit weak. Actually, I want to check something. So that I do have the TM for feet. Also, yes, we somehow do have the TM for Earthquake this early in the game, but no one can learn it. I'm only mentioning this because there is the lucky egg, and I don't want to go after it. But I'm saying it is a possibility. You can decide to do that. I did, and I got a shiny Bival out of it because I'm that good. No! My Pokemon will take it from me. Team Galactic did ever since. I've never forgiven their faces. What do their faces do? Surely they themselves will have done something. Although a Roughneck has a cleft that this seems like a trap. Ah! How can you copy what you can't see? Oh, but you'll be able to sing through the phone. Guys, see how this works. I'm gonna get myself a drink very quickly and be back in a minute. And I am back. I did not mute the mic in the process. Actually, because I would have forgotten. I'm still asleep. Oh, and confused as well. Wow. Like your originality there, Clever. Hooray. Oh, great. So, Cheryl Mountain Miss move that is normally 100% accurate, and yet the Cleffer was able to hear Sweet Kiss. There we go. With sheer determination and perseverance, we won. Oh, hi, Kirby. I didn't know that was your name. Alright, do I have the... Yeah, just making absolute certainty. Revivi. Revivi. Revive. Yeah, I'm gonna switch out. I'm sticking into this. Don't care whether it's a Pichu or not. And despite how slow I am, I'm still faster than a Pichu. Okay, I was expecting paralysis. When it's a Pichu, you have to expect it. That Pichu's right, is adorable. See, I knew it! I knew to expect it! Oh no, the Pikachu! I mean, the seals are nice. I'm not the biggest fan of the Pikachu, especially the reputation it has. And it's just... Okay, you're a Pokemon fan, and yet your favorite Pokemon out of all is Pikachu. Talk about being boring choice. I honestly end up saying to Charles as well. That's more of a personal thing. Pikachu is the one of like, you have more options than just Pikachu. Yeah, you can like how it looks, I'm not saying that part, but your absolute favorite. I just realized I can't get the item in here at the top. I need to use default, but I don't have default. Doesn't matter, I can get the XP anyways. Yes, I agree that on the similar vein of saying your favorite is Bumblebee. Why? You have many options at your disposal. Use them. Just any time it's any mascot that happens to be yellow. Mine is just like, you have many other options to choose as your favorite, and you're going for the most basic. How many say that? I guess the Power Rangers are just MMPR as a whole. Your favorite is that one. Oh, come on. Oh, great. So the bonds I was able to hit a rock from all this. Unless I come to find out that only I am affected by the fall. The Doctor Who has that. I guess I kind of am in the boat when it comes to dogs who, like, I really like the temp, and he's the most popular one. I will agree with you there that I definitely fall into the boat in that regard. Can't really say the same for the Dark Souls trilogy or just Soulsborne as a whole, because I feel like most people would often pick either 3, Bloodborne, or Elden Ring as like their favorites across all of them. I guess Sekiro is like a rogue choice or something. But you have Dark Souls 2 is like the roguest of picks. And the Demon Souls, not everyone has played Demon Souls at all. Or even the remake, although I can't find doing the... I do need to play the remake at some point. Like, properly, like, come on, finish it. With the other stuff I'm interested in, I can't think of much else. Mine wants to say, like, the Burnout say, going with Burnout, right? This is the rabbit hole of your favorite is the most popular option. Well, at least in Burnout's case, there's not enough games to be on the level of, like, you have a lot more options. Because in most cases, when it comes to Burnout, your favorites do end up being Free, Revenge, or Paradise. That's honestly because not enough has been played 1 and 2, and 2 is just a better version of 1. I don't know how many people have played Legends. I know a lot of people don't like the DS one. Yeah, the majority of it is not great, and then not many people have played Dominator. I'm barely counting Burnout Crash, because not even I have played that. Oh, we got 2 TMs for return. Oh. Well, it's just, I guess, Final Fantasy. Yeah, there's a lot of choices for that. In some franchises, it's just the fact that the majority of the people that have played at least a game of the franchise have not gone back to play the ones afterwards. Yes, I can understand that to some extent, in that it's not gonna have, well, the older ones are not gonna have the quality of life more than the newer ones. But I still feel like you have to go back to them to know what the franchise was like before, and understand why people like the older games. I still need to do that beforehand, because I haven't played 1 or 2 at all. Oh, God. How? No, seriously, how? I missed both of my moves in that. Both of them. There we go. $27. Okay, good. You should not be hitting every flame wheel going. It'd be starting to get a bit suspicious. So let's just go for 2 moves that can't miss whatsoever. And also we're not playing Gen 1. God, that is weird. That every move that's not equipped has a 1 in 256 chance to miss. Of course. Oh, I certainly can be considered to be quite lively. Yeah, I can't do anything with them. Oh, I know I can't. Okay, let's have this fight. And then head north. But not too far north, because some silence will get in our way. I did not heal Charo up at all. I got something on my eye. Oh no. Oh my. Being really funny today. I'm more than the reason why I've got low power points this bunch, because I missed in the fall. There we go. That is what should be happening. Oh, that! But did he really just try to use Dream here? Okay, side beam, but laser missed. Oh, I missed both of them. No, I missed that one. And somehow I don't miss Chatot. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because now I do not have the option to go for the switch. Because he is a ghost. And surprisingly, stars cannot hit ghosts. Who knew? I do not like fog. Just any time a game restricts your ability to attack anything, not fun. Because it will go on long enough just to annoy you, but sure enough that it won't, that it at least can end somewhat soon until it just comes back. Oh, okay, yeah, that capture would be me. Nope, I don't get into there because I have to circumvent a lot. I'm pretty sure that there is like a secret entrance up here on his exit, and I do not know how you get into that. My mind is really wanting to say that it cannot be done until you beat the game. Could be wrong. Because I want to say it's not possible to get it because you'd have to go up, but in cases like this, yeah, you go down to go up. And there is that firestone for an evening that we don't have. Which makes I did absolutely heal. And there is some water stone. Yeah, because you're one of those spinners, so that as soon as I run near you, you'll immediately wear my exit. I don't know what it is, same doing streams of it. Like it eats the lower left side of my back. I can't tell you as to why. It does. I endure this pain for you. If you specifically, not the one in the back. You. Oh, I don't care how much you try to make your rock really shiny. Past Ghost. He's gonna meet you every time. But does Shadow Sneak work in the way that I'm thinking it in mind? You know how it goes along the ground and then just appears right behind them? Isn't it like that? I'm not gonna head in terms of what difficulty I'm gonna have with the ship. Flying, well, I have 2 ghosts. I don't know what they're really gonna have to attempt to stop. And even then, I have attacking type. I could potentially get a flying type layer off. The water gym, well, okay, Tropius is gonna be there, but ice moves are gonna be aplenty. And we have a Rotom. We have Levitate, so Earthquake is not a problem. The Steel Gym? I do have Earthquake. Will any of my mons actively be able to use it properly? That's the thing. Okay, the Thunderstone is here somewhere. I do not remember where it is. You have that many options of where to go. It could be anywhere. It's not there. I want to say down here is where the stones are. Well, the items like the nugget. And the mind plate. And defog! Oh, the incense. Literally does the same as the mind plate. Originally, incense has like the radiant situation, and the plate is for Arceus. Well, actually, not Arceus. I can understand why they made them different items. But why is it water gets 2? Why does that get 2 different incenses? Especially when both of them are for breeding purposes. Just seemed odd. There it is. And now I don't have any other reason to continue. Wait, did I go down there? And if I did, is there even anything? No. Why does this kind of look like the ruins that you see Giratina in? if you were playing Diamond and Pearl, like going back to, well, not really going back in Diamond and Pearl's case, but going to a cave because they had not made the distortion world yet. There's one green shard really gonna save me. But that's everything we can do in the Salation Ruins. My only thought I can think of is that the way it is requires the unknown or something. But yeah, there was also Gen 3, I want to say. Yeah, no, it was where you had to like get more unknown, complete more of a path. As I say, we're gonna head north and not do any of the breathing shenanigans. And I love this music. Just so upbeat, so energetic. And I feel like this is the music they actually use quite a bit when you get to the post-game areas. It's so good. Not the spinning fire. I'm glad not Gen 1 no fire. I wouldn't be able to do the AM thing. And that's why I don't have Chow up in the front as much, because one mon got me a whole level up because of the boosted experience. I don't even have anything. Watch out the hole that would have helped it. No. I literally have nothing. Apart from, you know, an almond berry. That's it. That's all I got. Ah. And yeah, it's not gonna be shiny, it would have been blue. I didn't register the blank, did I? No. And then again, it would not be until a generation later that I would give them multiple slots for that. And here it's just one. Yeah, let's confuse both of them and see how successful this will be. I'm only awake. How dare you try to slap me off? Fairy is really the fastest here. Like, it would follow me. But does that does that mean that for spread moves it only affects? Nope. It does not affect spread moves. Oh, great, you've decided to paralyze the electric type because they didn't stop that from being a thing until much later. Wait, they took that long for them to do that. Even though they originally actually had it in Gen 1, and then, okay, both of them have gone out to bring out being confused, even though Fairy never hit itself with confusion at all. But yeah, pretty much in Gen 1, it was just a lifetime moves could not paralyze that shit. But because Body Slam had the capability of paralyzing the opponent, that meant it was the only move that could actually paralyze the electric types. Because of that one weird quirk, and then they said, let's just have that be for just every move. Which is odd, because I'm pretty sure they later on made so the ice types couldn't be frozen. And fire types couldn't be burnt. I wanna say, I mean, I think they made it so that, yeah, just all grass types means powder moves. They're trying to put them to sleep. A bit hard. An Ellicott. Level 23 as well. Ah, no Thunder Punch. Really? I do really like the design of Ellicott. Like, it is a baby mod that can justify its reason for existing and still look good. Surprisingly, that's hard to do. Justify its own existence and still look like a really good design. Yes, I know that because of what happened with Electabuzz, they had a weird thing where the first and the third have a clear theme going. And the middle evolution that was designed first sort of just left there. But at the same time justified because high beta total on Electabuzz. Similar situation with Chansey and Happiny. The problem is that Happiny cannot do much at all. Like, I think it's even worse than that Clever and Igglybuff situation. Okay, it's in the other side in the queue and they can evolve early anyways. But okay, Togepi. Okay, that is the very Pokemon, but the Legend Togetic was also created in, well, available in the same generation as it. It's not one of those. Because then someone will go with Smoochum and, you know, going with the pen. Okay, just surviving that part. That doesn't mean it fulfills the second part of it being well designed. Even though I think overall I still prefer it overall to Jinx. That's only because of the controversies surrounding Jinx and all. I guess they were like, we're gonna give it and nothing else. I don't know what they gave. They said, well, they gave Electabuzz and Magmar. They gave them new version, not Jinx. Yeah, oddly enough, you just do not see like Magby and Ellicott in Gen 2. Even though that's where they originated, because pretty sure, yeah, they still made it so the magma and electabuzz are roughly where they would be in Gen 1 instead of putting them anywhere else. And then they tried to rectify it by giving you an egg that could be it, but it could be like one of 7 other baby Pokemon that weren't targeted. Why? But did they even attempt to put Anakin and Magby in the game normally? Mine wants to say magma maybe a thing in the burnt tower or something. But then about like well, Johto doesn't have a power plant as such, but it has the lighthouse. That's not the same. Didn't realize I was gonna have 56,000. But I did have 56. Oh, I thought you were gonna be able to potentially heal my team. Another Cliff Fairy? God, how many of them are there? Were you? Ah! That collector music is just somewhat haunting. It's trying to be somewhat upbeat. Oh, of course you have a Munchlax. Yeah, I have never attempted to get a shiny, not even just a shiny Munchlax, a regular Munchlax. Because there's way too much time and effort put into it, like, why do they have to make it that obscure? Why couldn't they just make it so that it's like, okay, it's 1 out of 4 honey trees. You get told where 2 of them are, and on each of them it's like a 50-50 chance of getting the Munchlax, not 1% on the Munchlax tree. That would at least be better where, hey, yeah, it can be a bit struggle to find which one, but at least a 50-50 chance. Where it's quite actually 50% chance of Munchlax, 50% anything else. I wouldn't mind that. But why it's the 1% on the trees that have Munchlax? I'm like, no. Or does it make it so that you are better off catching a Snorlax in Fire Red, trading it over, get the full scent, and then breed it? That is so much easier to do than just trying to get a regular Munchlax. have an heated discussion over Pokemon the way you like. Of course you would. Yeah, that is the one that I spoke about earlier. The one that, even though you can get the Heracross, it's part of the Honeydew system, and I elected to not go for it. Just flat out refusal. And I mean, the Mon is available in the whole console server anyways, and I've used it so much in that game anyway. I was wanting to change things up. I'm not allowed to do that. Okay, that may not have been the best choices, really. Go with the oddball and I can't stop it. But it did work because Heracross clearly had nothing else. Yeah, it's way too low level to get a Mega Horn. And even then, I am a ghost. Bug is not going to do much against a ghost. It's a bit hard to infect something that is already dead. I mean, okay, yeah, you can get infections from dead. Kind of what the corpse, but you can't exactly infect the dead. Undead, kinda. Yeah, let's go over here. There's another runner in the morning that's still here but doesn't want to fight. There's TM51. He's Roost. Still have no one that can use it. Actually, no, I got one. But you know, I'm not wanting to teach it a move. It's gonna be used. Oh, and remember that soon is gonna be played anyways. Oh, we got the paralysis on the Rapidash, haha! Still don't know why Shockwave cannot hit both targets. It's a wave of electricity. Yeah, I would not have minded it if all the Pikachu clones got evolutions. I can understand why they wouldn't do that until, well, okay. This was before Palmy existed in Gen 9 where you had the Free Sage version of it. Before then, they didn't do that. I can understand, yeah, no, that's why. Imagine evolution of like, also mining them with plenty of Molga. Or even the DNA. I would not have minded them doing like a new Pikachu clone every generation. If they could then evolve. To make them properly usable. Yeah, they fit this format. But then you look at the stats and you wonder, yeah, it's a struggle to use Pachirisu. Pachirisu just about gets away with it by being defensive. Able to tank out hits. Not all of them can really do that. Especially with plus and minus, like, do you use both of them, even though double barrels are not the most common thing in those games, a bit more in Emerald. But at the same time, it's mostly single barrel, so you then end up with having to be going with Bustle, because special attack is better. I think it can get nasty plot, and then you get to a point of, oh, it's only good for electric attack, because the coverage is awful. But at the same time, it's the only electric type you have. Because what all of the others are like Electric, Electrode, Magneton, and Raichu. Because yeah, they did not put Electabuzz in the game at all. Because that was fine in the green doing that. Okay, there is Lantern as well. I was also doing, because Emerald was a consideration for it. I was looking at the options and yeah, they really did just screw me over due to the Virgin exclusives involving Pokemon that cannot evolve. Stuff like Zangoose, Seviper, Moonstone, and Solrock. Because in Emerald you can get Seviper, and I want to say Solrock. The other two being Virgin exclusives for their games are Ruby and Sapphire. That just became a whole palooza of like, there is no really best option here. Okay, yeah, overall Moonstone's gonna be better because Solrock does better physically, but then the psychic part, which is the best part, is special. Oh, why did I do that? There may be others, but those are the main ones I'm thinking of. So at that point, it would be like, hey, Sapphire, but you then start with Zangoose to get the best off. Because then actually, you do that, you are able to get Roselia. Because yeah, Roselia was in Gen 3, doesn't feel like it, mainly because no significant trainer used it, apart from like Rival, I want to say. It kind of ended up being a bit pointless. It wouldn't be if it was Gen, if it was only Gen 4. It's not even the Emerald at all. You can find a trainer that has it, but you can't catch it. It's being stupid they did that. Because they did the same with Medicham and Masquerain. Why? Oh, the first auto-attacking Ghost Moon. And I couldn't get rid of double team and the dominance. So we had 108 get earlier, and all they've done is moved over to 2000. But they will use it exponentially. I'm the right word. And now 2000 can hold the spooky blade. Okay, even with the rain, the music's still really good. It's just a lot of Clown's music I end up not really listening to. And my mind really just sort of defaults. It kind of just defaults to the others. Of 2, 3, and 5 on this one. I don't know why that is. Because I understand it's good. But if I'm thinking of wanting to listen to certain music, I'm gonna think of 2, 3, and 5. It's also better soundtrack. Because okay, yeah, the gym lane, well, the champion fight music, even the build up to it, Battle Frontier, of all the rounds and scenes are good. Even though it's not the worst in the world, it's just I wish at least one had something good. You know, like the Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald one, actually. I don't know what it is. My Gentle just sits in the area of like, I like it, but not so much that I would listen to a lot of the soundtrack outside of the game. It's very well in the game, but part of me doesn't want to listen to it outside. Apart from, okay, Sunny Shore is like one of those ones where it's so good I will. So that's one of them. Few. I guess I kind of didn't like some of the legendary music. Shame that I like the Giratina one. The Arceus one is definitely really fucking ominous. I swore that. I didn't mean to. I'm so used to it. Oh, okay, that's not. Considering how long I was completely fine, and then it's just recently. I don't know what entirely made it so that my channel history wasn't good. Was it because I uploaded too many shorts in a row? Even though they didn't stop me. They were just like, we're gonna allow you to do it at the cost of losing these features. It's that history of like you'd think that would just be, you've had the account for 12 games. Actually, no, 14, because I mean, the account I'm using. Yeah, no, that was December 2012 the account was made. Although then again, like accounts that, when they first introduced this kind of thing, accounts that were like 18 years old at that point, generally, they still said, no, we're not, you know. What? I know it's the AI thing, but how would it not acknowledge that the account has existed for that long and realize it should not be checked? Unless, because I'm thinking logically, and even though AI is supposed to do that. Yeah, okay, making mistakes. Humans also make the mistakes, and but at the same time, we can find a way to think logically and not do that, because we can see being on there for that long, somehow AI cannot. Which is why having to be implemented everything is not great. Like, surely companies at this point know that. I guess that's why they tried to change stuff with AI. Why they tried to just make it so that books don't exist anymore. Because slowly have they just been destroying rare books. And I guess a lot more, but in such a way that it's going to be a bit hard to get them back without them. Really, I get confused one, and then everything goes horribly wrong. B, I get just one, and then it's an absolute domino effect. So it just becomes really rare when you have Pokemon that is immune to confusion. Like Sinnoh, but you cannot think of any others. So you just screwed. Yes, going back to the AI thing. I'm trying to think, like, at what age would they try to think that my channel history is normal? But then also say it's been there since 2012. Well, they thinking that it was created when I was young, even though I look like this? Because I didn't know when was the channel ever brought over at all. Or bought from someone else. That'd be a bit weird to do. Make your own. I cannot understand the logic. Or why it did happen. Because it's just so vague of the channel history being long. And it's like, okay, how much more do you want me to do of like uploading videos, doing live streams, potential shorts? How much you want me to do? Because for quite a while I did just the streams and not really much of any videos or even short, and it was completely fine. Just now it happened to be like about what, a couple hours after uploading the 5 shorts. Did it then happen? Part of me wants to say that that was entirely the problem. Either that, or the swearing in the live stream. I was streaming at that point. It's one or the other or both. Do not escape the third time, you are going down. Because, you know, being all the company and everything, for some reason they're not required to tell you. Because somehow they're the ones with all the power. I don't like that part. I'm gonna. What? Actually, no, I don't want to. I'm gonna go this. Wait, no, I can do this. I kind of don't know. Okay, not as hard as I was expecting, even though it feels hard. That's just because the phone was on the top. Don't know anymore. And critical hit. Don't care if you resist. You're gone. You're gone, son. Ooh. I'm looking up next team member potential ads. Oh. Okay, weirdly, I need the next one at the lower level. We'll sort that out when we get there. Yeah, I can definitely see as to why it's a good thing that you do get a traded chatot early in the game. It's a shame it's the only one you can get. Do some raining shenanigans. Not raining shenanigans, just do it. Why wouldn't be that hard to do it? Because like it's the only one you can get. I guess I just breed it with another bird Pokemon. Because otherwise the next time you get it in the wild is ages of them. And by that point it's not worth using. What, right outside the ape? Yeah, actually no, it is right outside Ape Gym, I'm pretty sure. You know, in the route that you would normally be able to go on, but someone stops you because of a blackout. And you know, you're so far away that you can't even see it. So it's not as bad as it can be in like Gen 6, where someone is clearly going down the road as to where the like told not to go, because it just didn't program it right. You know, let's have this door ban, which is always called controversy, especially when I play the game. And I'm so risking it that I didn't even save beforehand. Then is a Maya. Great, so both of them happen to either resist or be immune to electric. Alright. So let's set up the confusions. Except no. We've won them already missed. Yeah, see, that's exactly as to why I don't like it. I don't know if levitate remove, well, not remove, makes but don't get affected by it because even though you're not on the ground, I don't know how the mechanics work like that. Oh, come on. Why? You could have had the other one. Also, is there any reason as to why Gligar is made to look like the shiny, but isn't? It's supposed to be a lot more purple. More of a bluish purple. Yeah, that's just how the defense is aimed on a regular Gligar. Oh, okay, the rolls is not going to take much effort at all. So at least I can slowly make this a 2v1. I was sort of predicting it to already be broken out. Oh my god, that was awful. Oh, of course, and Lickitung also happens to have own tempo. Man, this is more of my plans. Just failing miserably. Fine, spark on the Lickitung. Let's zap that tongue. Yeah, this is just how slow the game can be sometimes. I'm hoping for that paralysis, really. Not arriving right now. Not on the front door. Still stuck in transit. Oh, that orange berry is coming to you. I knew it was a good thing to have on 2014. But hey, the Lickitung is gone. Like I say, we're slowly making it a 2v1. Oh, you fuck. I didn't mean to swear there, but of course I did. God, that was so exhausting. I didn't even get more XP from it. I feel so betrayed. Of course I had that with Jen, the fact that me anyways, and okay, you almost KO 2014. Jesus. Wait, Jesus. Yep, that seems higher reason as to why this is absolutely annoying as anything. This one drift blend has aftermath. So you try and one-shot it, your Pokemon's going along with you. So if you want ever doing a nose level plan, don't make this a double barrel. Make it a single and slowly take it out. That's just how lethal aftermath can be. If they're gonna do it in this case, or will I be able to like get 25%? Oh, I was near enough correct. And now I just neutralize the hot air balloon. See, that's how much it did. Just that small amount of power. Imagine it went all the way. Yeah, I wouldn't live. Like, confidence. Confidence got us through that. No fates and no switches either. Yeah, there was at least 8 potions used in that. To be absolutely fair, I was not expecting a Lickitung to have own tempo. Because I've never had to use a Lickitung. Because even though it is a single stage in the first 3 generations, but I have yet to actually do a single stage run in any of those games. And even if I was going to, Lickitung would not be on the top of the list. But even just for normal types in Gen 1, Kangaskhan is there, and much better. Especially because to get a Lickitung, you need a Slowbro. Yeah, in case you forgot, even in the Fire Emblem Leaf Green remake, the only way to get a Lickitung in Kanto is to get a Slowbro and train it. A full-on Slowbro. The fact that you are having to give away what can be really, really helpful for your journey, I would know. Because I use a Slowbro for, Leaf Green not long years ago. So the fact that you're actively sacrificing what could be a really great team member, not so great one, but just happens to be really rare, you don't. And it's kind of as why it's more on the low on the list. Aren't the meteorites here like used to convert the forms of the Oxys? If you would just continue in that event over? Well, I guess it could do that because in Gen 3, with a different form based on what game you were playing with. It was normal for Ruby and Sapphire, attack for Fire Red, defense for Leaf Green, speed for Emerald. I do like all the designs, they are definitely very weird in their own way. Well, if it's supposed to be like an alien virus or something. What are we doing for Pokeballs? 18. Do I want to be using just the Pokeballs? No, that's necessarily limiting myself, to be honest. So let's sell them. Because who said that I had to limit myself? Who amongst you said that I was having to limit myself? Can't actively just get Pokeball when the Ultra Balls from here. A Pokeball always 200? Why is my mind thinking that they're like 300 or something? I should actually. Due to the nature of things, I'm just gonna go with Great Ball and then get Ultra Balls for the last team member very far into the game. Why is the low? Oh. But yeah, ways to make profit. I do have to know, because of how it's structured, how are you supposed to get out of these like cubicles essentially? Like, you know, in offices and they just have like a separate place. In this case, how do you get out without just climbing on top? Nothing is made to be portrayed like you can get in and out. Unless we find out that the robot made a similar to NPC, so they don't need to do that. And this is in 2008 as well. Oh, those do seem great, but it's too early. The thing what I'm looking for is just gonna be straight up top. Okay, this game actually does want to tell me what they are. On the same Domino Power, it does not tell you. In Gen 3, it does not tell you. Gen 2 definitely. I know Gen 2 does. Gen 3 did not. Unless Gen 4? least those are there, including this move. But it's the fact that it's still 70% is hilarious. False swipe is definitely a good option. I don't know who can learn it, if anyone can. Oh yeah, the underground. The TV, a big toy TV, is very well made. Thank God you have cushion roll. There's nothing in my apartment that I can even say is yellow. There's not really. It was up here. So I'm just gonna get lemonades. Here, there, and everywhere. Can't spam it too much because I get press forward instead. So let's see how long until we get 24, and whether or not we can get a free one. Not exactly impossible, it's really uncommon, especially for me to get one. I think I've had maybe one case where it's been back to back. But I feel like you can absolutely spend like 3,500, well, 35,000 on just on this vending machine and still not get the double. God, I really just feel like it's been so long since I've had to use an actual vending machine. Only because a lot of times it just only takes cash or change. Judging what year it is, I don't have that. I just have card. I know you're gonna be thinking, what, do you not even just use a card on your phone or something? No. I possibly just don't do that because in the rare event that one gets stolen, if the wallet is stolen, I know. But it's not like both get stolen in one. If one is stolen, I can say I still have the other. And are they going to be able to find a way to access the phone? Because it's not face recognition, it's password exclusive. Still have not gotten a duplicate. And before I find out I can't get one. $23. Okay. I do need to actually sort something out. I'll be back in a few minutes. In a bit. Alright, well, I'm feeling a lot better now. Hold on. Right, okay, let us get back to business and see if we can go down south. I really don't want to be finding the fourth gym. Now, I mean, I'm not saying it'd be difficult, but I wouldn't mind having the possibility of exploring some options. Well, hey! Now, not on this bit, just even further than this bit. Because I don't know why they did it, but it was one that we're going to be catching. Giraffe ring originally was actually available on round 214. And then they said, no, let's move it to Route 221, which, if you don't know, is about right outside the power park, right at the bottom of the map. All the way down here. Yeah, you see Sanjin Town? Oh, this bit. 219, 220, 221. It does not mention, even though you likely saw beach, in that you need surf. Meaning that I have no opportunity of getting it until I beat at least the 5th gym. Here. And there's quite a lot of trainers in the way. For me to even get to down south in the first place. And there was a trainer here already. And there was an item over there I can't get. Because surf just opens up so much for you to do. And when you don't have it, it feels horrible. And that is a cute little chicken, that is another baby Pokemon. Yeah, okay, it didn't really need to exist. Chimeco is a thing that is not strongest. It got a Mega, which I find odd. It did get a new evolution, not just a Mega evolution. All that does just mean it can never evolve. You know, why don't they just do that when it's like, well, in this version of the games, it can evolve. It can, but it's like one or the other. Because I'm surprised they didn't try to do that where it's like it's exclusive to that game, the Legends EA, but the Megas are exclusive to there. But then in another you can just get another form of evolution. Why did they not think of that? Because that's what Megas did. Okay, if it was like Pokemon that were like 2 or 3 stages that kind of needed something. Oh, but if they were a singular stage, and especially on the level of Sableye, it only means that you can't evolve anymore. What the hell are you meant to do? Because it's not the same as like the Gigantic forms. Pikachu, Meow, Avian got one, and they are still able to evolve. Because it's the differences between the ones that already can evolve, and the ones that need an evolution but get given a Mega so that they can never have a permanent evolution, ever. Yeah, you think there'd be an item around here? There just isn't, it's a troll. I call the score and you call it heads we battle, tails we battle. What if it lands in the middle? Oh wait, no, that doesn't happen. Carl, you do not look like your sprite at all. Like you're supposed to be amongst the rich people, not a literal private investigator. What are you doing then? Why is this Goldie just randomly have 400? Here's level 30. 400. Damn. Bitrate is still not wanting to cooperate, and I don't know why. And YouTube's on, I'm pretty sure it's fine. Even though there's no one there. What I did for that. How am I going to be too high? I don't know. Where did the dust go? Still, I've never been used up for a while. Because of the stat distribution, one of the worst things about it. It looks cool, but it does have, yeah, that, it has two major flaws, and the other one being shiny color. Deciding to be blue because it used like a different shade instead of like red. And at no point, to my knowledge, has that ever been rectified. I don't know why, because the red ghost for both Duskull and Dustfall looks good, and the blue is not the best. And that's someone who really does like the color blue. You can definitely do it because it works well with fire. But I feel like the Dustfall for what he's trying to go for, it doesn't work. Oh, that's not what we want. I think you'll turn around. Or just look on the side. Okay, so that is a thing. Okay, only 1985. At that point, it's not worth using it. In fact, it's actively lower than lots of special attack. It's depressing. I guess, yeah, that does just mean that your average is gonna have to become a special attack. I mean, at least it can learn Psychic and level up at level 37. And just get Psybeam. I guess really at that point, if it's just a special attack, it would just get it at 28. It's gonna have a JC Psybeam top as an assurance. So it can get energy ball. I want to say trophy is more physical attacker, I can't remember. And then it can get Sylvia Thunderbolt and Shockwave. Just add more to that. Shadow Ball could be nice. I guess I can roll it. That's become the problem of it's just gonna end up being useful for Psychic, really. Psychic and Energy Ball. And even trying to look up the breeding options, not one of them is in any way helpful. But via the tutor moves and the shards, I can get a Signal Beam. That is something. Like a psychic and signal beam's all I really have. That's it. Because like electric is already covered. I guess there's energy ball as well. There's like backup. It's going just. I don't. Somehow the draft cannot get flash cat. You're more especially defensive, so I can just go and spawn just fine. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. I'd still try to go with quick attack. Haha. That should really be a thing where if Pokemon is power, it tries to go for priority move. It has an increased chance of being paralyzed. I don't know if there's even a thing, but it should be. Like it's trying to break free of being paralyzed by going really fast, and then just get zapped anyways. I'm gonna have to keep one away out just so I can make it easier to catch. First step. Are you insane? Oh, I'm just looking up items in this game. No, I did not know the DS sound was even a thing that you could get in VDSP after entering the Hall of Fame, like in Hog So Silver. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't know what that sounds like. I've never known that was a thing. Because I just ended up hating it so much. I was like, I beat the game and I don't want to play it again. Well, I would literally just play plan. Because I can also see that you can get the shiny charm and the oval charm. Yeah, specifically, well, first one from Horimoto, being him for the first time after the Hall of Fame and shiny charm. It doesn't obtain all of them in the national decks, including the myth. And I mean, if you had the games beforehand, you could just trade all of them over. But I do not know anyone who likes EDSP enough to actively do that. Yeah, Valor Link. Aren't I the biggest fan of the music here? I mean, okay, I'm thinking of one Dirt Down that hits me in a certain place. It doesn't. It improves as it goes on, but that start, I don't know what it is. Okay, so 25% chance. Level 28. Does it have any? I'm gonna prefer Inner Focus. Honestly, actually, I do not mind which one I get. And if we're gonna be honest, I would prefer Modest Nature. But I'm fine with a neutral nature, or at least one that boosts special attack. Also, just for the sake of it, like at the end of the game, once it's all cleared, I will go to PK Hex and see what like the IVs are and EVs for all the team members. Oh, the Giraffe level 28! Nice. I'll say Gen 2 graphic is really good. And then by the time it comes to Gen 4, yeah, you can tell that it needed the booster. It didn't get. I'm surprised at no point it didn't get like a star increase in anything really. Still think the Diamond Pearl sprite is overall better. Okay, it's not even gonna tell me if it woke up because of the early bird or not. So I don't know if it does or does not. I'm gonna have to actually look back in the stream to see like did I say, which you can do now actually on Twitch. I'm pretty sure before you don't do that. Okay, so I did actively save. So this one isn't really the best of options. I can at least. Why is Giraffe range catch rate not this low? Why is it 60? That's slightly better than like the fully evolved boss from fully evolved boards. Get. That was a 4 for 11. That was actually a very good giraffe. It doesn't even have that much of a long neck compared to a giraffe. It looks like a baby version of a giraffe, really. I don't know if they have specific necks. That's what it looks like. It looks like something that would actively evolve. I mean, yeah, okay, but red giraffe is a thing. I don't like the fact that it went really slow. Like, it had 85 speed, and then it went down to 60 just so it could evolve. I don't like that. I don't know why there's so many evolutions where it's like, we're just gonna lower the speed and have it be more focus on an attack and stuff, but not increase the speed at all. Even though I want to say the giraffes can be fast. I said can be because most time no. I don't know. I've not really seen the giraffe run as much. The hound's tail contains a small brain. It can instinctively fight even while facing back. Well, if we're gonna go on the numbers theme, I guess we can actually just go with 981 because that's what the giraffe's number is. Then created the tag to lower defense. Do I really want to? Because I am going to actively use it, and it does have early bird. Neutral or potentially modest. It's going to be a mainstay, really. Like neutral, I'm completely fine with. And the ability, I don't mind which one we get. That fucking. That nature. So at some point I was gonna mention that we are not having to worry about time of dates. Yeah, it only really affects stuff like Houndour, Sarabia, and Cricket too. Like, why are there? I thought I had the option of like ghost types are always able to escape. Is that only from like Gen 6 on or something? A little bit annoying that Rathrake used to be here at, well, you know, was here 30% of the time. Much lower leveled because they made it so that Vantima was not the third gym. Originally, she was the fifth. Which is why in this one, Rathrake is leveled from 21 to 22. Level 26 to 28. Also, the agenda really in my mind is not gonna matter for this. No, we're going on that front as well. Also, because of how things are and I do need food, I will be ending the stream in about an hour. And potentially be doing something else tomorrow, well, later, like 10 p.m. Tiny depends if there are no the event. Because the plan is potentially Dark Souls 1 in this color. It's done quite a bit of everything. I wouldn't mind doing Dark Souls. Be really funny and be high level very quickly. Okay, if I even attempt anything, it's gonna backfire. Come among yourselves. I trying to catch a yellow, pink, white, and brown hole. Wow, even though it's more of a hole for real. How did you snap out? Oh. What? Tri-Wagon! Thank you for that raid! I forgot I had that as a sound alert. Holy hell! Thank you. Oh, I'm doing well. I'm just trying to catch a giraffe, you know? Thank you. I took kind of a cover from that. I set that up for myself years ago. It happens just that infrequently. Oh, I'm doing well. How are you doing, Tri-Wagon? You doing good? I'm assuming that your stream went well. Right. Let's just hope that the giraffe ring does not have a nature that doesn't have it. Oh. I can't say from experience. Because I have done one. Have I done one on stream? I wanna say I have. Oh yeah, no, I have, because I did it in black, didn't I? Yes, I can't. One of them is I can't remember much about it because it was that long ago. I do know I ended up in a case of where I struggled so much throughout the game. I think I got double-digit deaths, and then I had no deaths for the entire Elite Four. Wait, why in mild nature? Okay, yes, that's we'll take that. That's plus special attack, lowering defense. Oh, am I? Is this better? Is it? Nintendo DS flashlight. Any random words? I upped it a bit. Are we good? Is it better? Or just the game itself? How? Wow. Oh. I upped it anyways in case that was the difference because... It could have been. Okay, inner focus, cool. We shall stick with this one. Oh. Actually, wait. Oh, was it? Oh, I think I did a randomizer. Oh, yeah, I know. Oh. Yeah, no, I did a randomizer in Pokemon Infinite Fusion, and you know, randomized items as well. And I think I got like 3 Master Balls in it. And at one point, like, I managed to find a room where there was a fusion featuring a Deoxys. And because I had some Master Balls, I was able to catch one of them. Because earlier, I did a quest to get a Deoxys in the gift. And I absolutely wrecked house. I don't think I've... Oh god. Like, that is the best luck I think I've ever had. Although I think also they get an Arceus in that one. But in terms of just pure Pokemon, I had a weird case where I was in need of like an ice type because I could not get a good one. So in Platinum as well, like I had a Gastrodon or something with Sketch. I don't know which one it was, but it was like managed to find a Pokemon with Ice Beam or something. I'm trying. Well, I think I have it as a clip on like Streamer's Look where I get the move. I actually managed to successfully sketch the move, and then I get frozen by the move. Hold on, what? I know it's somewhere. I know it's I know I have it. It was years ago. Oh, I know it. Okay, I had the Gastrodon, and it was a wild cipher that had it. Okay, cool. But yes. Well, with this giraffe, let's take on the fighting gym, shall we? I know I already have enough money, but let's use the mind plate that I found earlier on. I feel like I've done enough Nuzlocke to feel like no matter what game it is, like the biggest hurdle often is just the first gym. Because yeah, you can get through all the others and get enough team members, but then the gym leader would just have one mon out of nowhere. Just throw you over. And like, as long as you can if you can get over that hurdle, it definitely becomes a lot easier. I will have to say. I want to say I'm gonna have to do some stuff with in Galactic. If I try to go up this way and then I get told, oh no, I've lost my Pokedex.
Hello!
Oh, thank you, Triwhack. Yes, Dawn's gonna say, my Pokedex went missing. Oh. Look, you do whatever you need to. Oh, thank you, Kamino. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you need to get going, you do that. You'll have fun. Thank you for tuning in anyways. Thank you for playing. Much appreciated. Yeah, let's sneak in the gym. Oh, it's the punching bags, isn't it, with the tires? I mean, visually I was able to cool. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of the puzzle though. But it's still better than those rulers that they had in the original. Oh, my favorite Pokemon. Torterra. Which is very fitting because we are playing Platinum right now. But yes, Torterra. Entirely because the first Pokemon game I remember playing a lot on just one save file was Torterra. Especially a female Torterra as well. I don't know how. I don't remember like if it was the first one chosen or what, but I remember it was a female Torterra. So yeah, I will say Milotic is definitely a good choice. I don't like the obtainment method of it. I don't think I've ever liked how you get it, but it's a good reward to get for all your hard effort. Which is, you know, a lot more accessible. Actually, I do like the shiny of Milotic, I'll say that. Okay, I'm thinking about it now. Milotic's had nothing, I want to say, from Game Freak. Like, has it even had a stats increase? Has it even had... I don't think it even got a Mega Evolution, so maybe it'll get something in Gen 10. if they want to give something to Gen 3 Pokemon. Because there's still a lot on the list that they've done nothing with. I know they kind of did a few in ZA, but not much more. Oh no. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Where is it? I see it. Okay. Yes. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah, that was going for quite a while, but then again, it's your hard-earned monthly subscription with Prime. It does deserve it to be more.
That man does not eat nachos!
I want to say that at this rate, that is the most liked. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's yeah, that's what, opening theme song of a 90s anime OVA. Yeah, I was trying to think of like a good one, and there were not enough. Nope.
Then after my face up, but this answer destroys my throat. It murders it. At the moments when I never called you want that's it. Exactly. You said agree. Why let there any more jokes in this channel? James if I look in the difference. Yours. Need. Come on, Fern. Is it what you wanted? You're right. 5 minutes ago. Look at this. What we need. So, this is this. More voice.
I don't know how close that was to a minute, but I have vocal cords I need to keep in my later years and not use them now. But thank you. Oh. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't do one for high pitch because often I can't do high pitched. I guess you could tell by the voice that the high pitch aspect is not there. I'm not saying I can't. It's a lot more difficult. I hit it the wrong way. No! Get back here. Hang on, is this even gonna work? No. Oh, yeah, I have to go all the way down, don't I? Yeah. I tried to skip it. The game said otherwise. And also, I just realized I forgot to add Giraffe in. My bad. Hold on, I'll add it to the bottom of the screen. Hold on. Language limited. Email. Okay, cool. Halo does that. Where is it? Maybe just turn like large screen off temporarily if it's gonna do that. Okay, it's not add to cool. I was worried there for a second. Oh, this. Yeah, that I'd say that works well, actually. There we go. That's the team of 5 that we have right now. Most randomest assortment of mons. Even if 4 of them come from the same generation. I've noticed that the middle 3 all have some variant of a blue. And then the 2 on the side have pink, pinkish purple. Ah, that's not gonna work, is it? I'll go there. Nine. Oh. I'm gonna have to use one of the leopard berries. It's fine, because I never usually use them at the end of the game anyways. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No, get back here. Oh, this is an action-packed episode. We might as well get 2 gym matches in. Where did I even get that? Actually, this is platinum as well. Normally that is a long track to go. Yeah, it's not that I need one of... Do I had a leopard berry somewhere? Get 2 of them. Now in the 19 minutes. That is a good pace for the 4th gym in this game. I'm guessing it did help that I didn't have to suffer as much with low stats. I mean, it kind of did, but not like stopper through them to get an evolution. You show your power pose, Maylene. Yes. Ha 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 ha. Just saying, we caught this giraffe not far south from Bedlam City, and 981 has decided to clean sweep at this point. Right. Because of this annoyance, I'm wanting to go with 2000. Because at least then it cannot attempt to use Force Palm on me. I can go Confuse Ray. And even as well, Claw is not super effective. And if this was Gen 6, I would go with Ominous Wind. See if I could get the Omni boost. But it's not super, it's not even neutral, so I can't do that. I does have the steadfast ability to my knowledge, so I don't have to worry about that, and that is a critical hit! Oh my god, we got the KO. Get there! I know Roycom's not even at their strongest, but they can still kick house. I kind of want to go to the draft, but I want to know if Machoke has any moves, or is it just going to go with Foresight first turn? Oh, we won't know because I'm faster. Okay, as Rock 2. Because that one's critical hit, so that's like actually the first feint of the match. Of the session. That's fine. I'm so faster. Yep, you think one giraffe down south has decided to clean house with the fine. Who would have thought? I can't really say that's really ever the same case for the other gyms unless we want to count the starter. The first gym, I guess you could say Saravia for the second. Then what are your options really going to be for third gym? I guess you cannot say Rotom because Ghost Move is not going to be accessible at the time. So, like, what? Is there going to be a random dark type out of nowhere? Could be used, potentially. Or even a steel type, because Shieldon exists. I guess I'm thinking of dark type as Murkrow. It's not available in the planet, so. Yeah, no, it's not really anything for the third gym unless I'm thinking incorrectly. But hey, that's 4 gym badges down. 4. Who had the amulet point? Oh, I did not remember you having the pickup ability. Okay, I cannot make any use out of the big brute, unfortunately. I may have to in the future use the underground to be able to get the shards. I don't know how many I'm gonna need for signal people. It would be nice to have. Although, annoyingly, by being a level higher, it's 981 has less special attack than 108. Okay. Then again, Rotom does have both of them beat. And Chatot is not far off. And then 2014 Sinnoh 33. Oh no. This is why I want the replacement now. I just realized, hang on, default. Can I actively use my chatot as a HM user? Like, Fly is not far from here. And that is absolutely going to be my plan. Now, why need to use a Staravia or something? Chatot is right there. Okay, rock climb's not exactly a possibility, but it's why you can, well, sort out without, which I feel like I can just end up doing in the marsh. Oh, it would have been really funny. I was like, what, you're not gonna help me out there? And just try to shame me. But technically, by this point, we are over halfway through the game now. So I guess that's somewhere in between Act 2. Because if you go by the first 3 acts, well, 3 acts in general, of 1, 2, and 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 was a Link 4. Oh, you're not fast enough to flinch me. Like, the one didn't even look. I just can't be rounded. What? We didn't even be able to get off and do anything. Because it's not like a bat where you can finally fall into a ceiling. It has none of that. Okay, Golbat at least has that. Zuba doesn't. Oh, the Stunky always taunts me because it's there. But it's another version exclusive for Diamond. Can't get it. But at least you can have Drapion as like a much better alternative for Dark and Poison. Okay, Clefairy was right there. Why did you go for me? Seriously. Would have been a 1-round knockout. Unless the AI goes for me intentionally. Okay, that. It's charge. This honestly should have happened a lot earlier based on this time. But if special attack's higher, if they're for singles, I already have a monster computer. I don't need this as well. Four times. Nope. It can put literally anything out apart from metronome itself. Critical hit. Of course I can. The Clefairy as well. Of course I do. Oh, the universe. Oh yeah. No. Any different to making a new one? You can do that, but I want to go in this warehouse. Told me to my face how very uncouth of you. Help me, son. I just walk away from that awkward silence because you decided to insult the man. Wow. Well, we can't get in, but nice looking HM over there. Why they are just Pokeballs on the ground, I do not know. I would not have honestly minded it if there were different ones signifying what it was. Did they do that for like TMs later on, or I thinking too much of Infinite Fusion? So now we have the fly. Yeah, it's much better than Peck. And so now, Karop is being demoted. Being one of the HM users. I'm gonna heal up, go back to Celestial Town, use default. Yeah, whatever item that was up there. Go back down south. The flies has made it a lot easier for me to go here than everywhere. Apart from when a bit of water comes up because I can't swim. You know, you'd be thinking all 10-year-olds would be able to swim. Alright, watching out. How old is Dawn? It's like 11 or 12 or something. But most people that age should be able to swim. You think it's just one of the earliest things you get taught how to do. Or at least for me it was. And yet there are no doubt people who can go through their entire lives and not being taught how to swim. Which for me is a bit of an insane thought. Like, what, you go right into your adulthood and at no point have you had to deal with any form of war in a large capacity. Now the bigger test, is this for every single floor I have to do it for? Yeah, it's every single floor. That is bad game design. Oh, that's the wrong one. A spell tag? I already have a version of it. No. And that I just never use. Wasn't even worth it. I mean, I probably didn't look it up so I would get a bit of a surprise. Man, that sucks. Yeah, actually, because due to where I am, I can't go to here because of where the medicine is. So now let's actually go down south and intentionally fight all the trainers around here. Or just go into this cave. To get the team for dig. It's, yeah, this is the guy requiring the unknown or something. Yeah, unknown. You get the unknown, I think, including the exclamation mark and question mark. Problem is that I don't know what that item is up the top. Magma Riser? That I have no use for. I'm not the biggest fan on the fact that you have to trade with Magma holding the item for the work. Instead of just being use it on a Magma. Why make us go through that extra step of it being a trade? That's not as much as I wanted. That's less than half, and I'm asleep. The buns won't even do much to me. I mean, the prison's going to do nothing. I'll do my tactic that I was doing earlier. Cool. Good to choose that from the start, and yet no. Let's make it so that I can't do anything. I still can't because I don't have early bird. But yeah, mentioned earlier that it didn't matter which one I got of early bird or inner focus, and clearly inner focus was the best one to have to just stop the take. Well, not stop it, but more stop the extra effect. That's why it's really good at just annoying those that when they fake out. Just be like, haha! Before you could stop me. Personally, it doesn't get a bit annoying when you have a long ray and emerald. You use fake out all the time just for at least a bit of extra damage. Like inner focus. Ah. I have nothing really for training those, surprisingly. I ain't gonna pull that move, or grass move, or ground move. I mean, a grass move soon. I have not got water under any capacity. I guess only because of how big the ocean is, no matter what they do, like, I don't think that really has, like, any time that has been a water type Pokemon that has a single stage that isn't a legendary, it got the Mantine treatment where it just got a Pokemon later on down the line. That's potentially like the only one that actually hits that role of it was, and then they got taken away. Yeah, no, that seems about right. What if we go to Gen 1? I can't think of any at all. I guess Gen 2 also has Warsaw. Instead of 2. I mean, Gen 3 doesn't have Renacamp. But I say that's not exactly the most common, and also of course then got a regional form that then could evolve. The Kanto could be a lot more. My mind does not think of literally any of them. I even go to the fossil level because they level 1. Well, at least a while. I may have to look on the list of just all the war types to see if how many there are. I can only think of 3. In the earlier generations, I can think of 1 for 7. Like the pink one with the lips and stuff. And any others? No. Bad skilling, actually. Bad skilling. I'll forget. I think it's the only oh wait, Lapras as well. Oh my. So there are more type options I don't have access to. With the code. Right, there's at least one other. Yes, you. Although kid like you is gonna teach me. Your name's Devin. Get out of here. Oh, that's part grass, isn't it? Don't do this to me. I'm pretty sure that Protect has like +6 priority, which is why I would not be able to use Shadow Sneak on it. Yeah, exactly. In such a way that it picked my priority move. Would have been funny. I don't know if there's pranks for that, but I think that's just status moves. It would have been funny if there was one for like attacking moves get a priority. If they do not. So it's actually just every single move, attack move it could have is automatic priority. Or just go for stab moves and Sucker Punch is nice. Except, okay, it's more power, but fails if they do nothing. At least with Fairy Attack, I can guarantee I'll be able to get a hit. I'm not gonna do that. It is nice to have it as an option. But no. That just looks like a pizza. With burnt crust. Well, not. I guess I would call it not really burnt, but you know what I mean. Bug and Steel one. Shockwave it in. They decided to make it pink. Yeah, I know it's female, but why pink? And against Lilo. Could just go for any other move, not that one. Not there. Oh my god. Why you gotta be like this? And you full protect. Why is your game plan here? To annoy me as much as humanly possible? Is it? Like, why is it with the trolls on this route making me think that there's hidden items around here when there isn't? What about here? Yes! I knew there'd be only one. Yeah, okay, we can't go over there because it's a lake and there's cameramen that have been paid by Team Galactic. We know. Where is it? Where is it? There was an item around here. There we go. Because, yeah, that lady over there has been locked out wondering, where are my keys? No, we just find them. Somehow pose are invisible, but we still find them better. You know, like the black glasses from Gen 3. I guess you have just a bed, but that seems a bit of a weird place to put it. Not even in the corner or something where mine is. Odd. Okay, it's gonna be saying that no, the yucks should not have looked in there. Okay, the resort, well, the 7 Stars restaurant is not available, and I wish their levels actually scaled to how many gym badges you had. It doesn't, and that's really upsetting. And no, I don't get to enter this damn pool, but the stairs look nice. Oh, ladders. Steps. I don't think there's anything else. But there is a U. I want. My mind wants to say over here that there is another item, but clearly not. I'm expecting one of these to have like a bar watch or something making me think. Nope, item barrel. Looking bored. If it doesn't have huge power, it's a whole waste of time. I still don't like the fact that it has that, and you still have to bring, well, put it in the daycare so that the offspring is able to get an aqua jet. Like, why make it? It's a signature part of its moveset, and it's only accessible via breeding. Why do that? Like, could just make it like high level or something. Yeah, okay, to make it really low to be able to get a Zumro really low, like level 18. So yes, base Shellos, not water and ground. Gastrodon is low. and also AC East look a lot better than West. The blue and the green are a lot better than pink and brown. I kind of wish that they had different stats as well. Really a lot better than being like one's male and one's female only. I guess they knew it was there because you do have to wait longer to be able to get this Alice. Because you have to go all the way over to this side rather than just outside Valley Windmills. We are creeping on the 4-hour mark. So I'm gonna go until 8 PM. Give it the next 14 minutes. At least until we can get to Astoria City. So then I can look at what zones I have to be in for the Tropius Carnivine. Which means, yeah, we do get 2 grass types. I feel like I'm not going to use Carnivine. Either again for Pokemon, well, I just prefer Tropius. Rather than a levitating Venus Flytrap. That is so huge, I would rather not want to see it in real life, honestly. A Remoraid. No more Kittery around here. Oh, the Gyarados appears. Oh yes, a lesser version of the Kraken. I'm using Dishards now. You ain't weaker than Sparks. See? Oh, what? I guess I'm so used to using a really good special attack and active type. As soon as I don't have one, I just get disappointed because I'm too used to it. It's gonna be very soon. The 24 is gonna be in the box. If I already have an electric type of my own, it's much better. With being a ghost, I could just replace it for a grass type. Henna. Do you have anything, it's just a foot, I don't know what that's gonna hurt. Ah, that's one of the honey trees. Also, I'm pretty sure Aaron is to my right behind another rock smash. As being this cutie trainer, just has a Glameow. Exclusive that I don't understand why it's only available right before the sick gym. If they put it like roughly in the same area as where stun people, would be less of a complaint because you'd actually be able to use it. Because I prefer climbing a lot more than Pearl. Oh, why did I do that? I was just trying to be funny. 74 and 69 speed, nice. I don't know what's up there, but I know I'm not getting it for a long time. I was right. See, I can know just random bits about the game if you play it, if I play it long enough. Okay, my mind. Are these trees different in platinum compared to diamond and pearl? I don't know that part. I do know I'm not gonna go straight into the gym because that's a rival fight right there. I do not know how that Easter egg sort of thing works, but I'm gonna go into the Pokemon Center, heal, and then whoever I return to this, we shall get the new team member. Yes, team members. And fight the 5th gym, but I'm mainly doing this because I do need food. And there is a possibility of streaming later at 10 PM. Do it now. I can have some pizza. What's up? Yes. Got to thank Wagon for the invasion raid and follow. Also, thank you for following and subscribing with Prime. Shane BT was also here and he didn't have to. It's an optional thing if you ever want to do it. Not like I'm gonna stop. Doesn't mean I'm back up to 190. It should say 109 followers. 193. There we go. So what I'm going to do is end the stream now. I've already saved. We're fine. YouTube is still being a bit awkward. Fine. We can live with it. We had 2 gym badges obtained in this episode. Only, one new team member, but at the same time, only one we obtained. They were long battles, but they were hard fought. You would not think a team like this would be able to get so far. I guess if they're single stages, they just become walls or something. So, yeah. So, potentially Dark Souls 1. Gymnast co-op played tonight. If there's not enough, either nothing happens or something else. Who knows? I'm fine with either because I've already done 4 hours of streaming today. I wouldn't mind having a bit of rest considering I did do quite a bit the day before. It's just nice, Finally get back into solo stream because I like it. I'm not Nord who's like, as much as I love him, but at the same time he just does not. I'm not saying he doesn't do solo streams, but often he really does not, and I'm one of the ones that does it. If anyone that's still watching now, you do whatever you need to do. Because I'm gonna get some food and end stream right now. And I'll see you all in another stream, and I also on schedule I'm going to be streaming tomorrow at the same time as I did today actually. 4 PM. But Monday, the 12th, Because yeah, I have 4 days off after this. Hallelujah. But ciao for now. See you whenever.